Hey guys, I don't know what day it is. I've lost track of time. It's dark. I'm nervous. My hair, it's turning gray. I'm stressed out. I just I'm literally hiding in a corner right now, and I'm scared. Oh my goodness! You guys filming me. I guess I'm it next time, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Hey, I like that right there, of that aspect of being able to shed a little bit of light in the darkness. Guys, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for this opportunity. I was asked to be able to present a little bit of encouraging words to some families out there that may be going through some tough times. My name is Gavrel. I'm a Hope Squad advisor, as you can see off of my shirt, at the Brewer High School. And for those of you that may not know what Hope Squad is a school-based peer support team that works with the local mental health agencies. And one of the main goals that the Hope Squad really tries to implement into the school systems, into the community, is they like to try to provide or seek some awareness on self-destructive behavior, and also to try to prevent youth suicide through some training, character building, and then also through just creating a change in the community and the schools around us. Mostly what I'm coming to you today to talk to you guys is, for some of you that may be sitting at home, and this is a completely new ball game for all of us. None of us have ever been into a situation like this. Some of you guys may be getting tired. You may be getting stressed. You may be getting stir crazy just sitting in the house. What do? I know we've got some rain coming up in the forecast, so there may be even more time inside of the house. But I'm really just wanting to share a little bit of light, I guess you could say, and encouraging words, like I said, to speak into your life, to help you to continue to push forward and to strive forward with leaps and bounds. But one step at a time, as much as you can, one day at a time. So do what works for you. Just want to share a few things, what I've been doing as in my household with my kiddos. As you can see, we've been really trying to spend a lot of family time. Through this, my wife and I have had the discussion when this all first started at spring break. What could we do to really make this a happy moment versus a long and drawn out ordeal when we knew we were having the 2 extra weeks after spring break off? And so one of the things that we really keyed in and focused on was that our family and our lifestyle, we're always on the go, it seems like. Seems like we've got a practice every other night. We've got another school event, and then we've got sporting events on the weekend, or we're seeing family, or we're doing this, or we're doing that. And it just seems like we've never, for our household, it just at this situation speaking, that we really never slow down. So we keyed in and we talked to each other about really making the most of this family time. So we've been able to actually slow our entire lifestyles down, as I'm sure most of you guys have as well. But we've been able to capture the positive versus the negative. So COVID-19, coronavirus, it's contagious and it's going out there. But guess what else is contagious? Positivity, spreading the good news, spreading hope, sharing the light in the dark times with those friends and family. I can safely speak from myself. I used to work from home and I was by myself a lot. And so I've had the opportunity to go through this and to feel and see what it's like to have those alone moments and those trying moments of, I wish I could just get my drive back to work, or my drive to work back. And these are some things that we took for granted in each one of us that may commute to and fro for work in the mornings and the afternoon. Some people would say, I just want my youth sports back. I want to be able to go to the volleyball games, the basketball games, the baseball games, if you will, on the weekends. And we can't do that anymore. I've heard that everything is basically stopped, so no practices or anything. And so it's really just a dry, dull lull, if you will, in our lifestyles. So some of the things that I've really tried to encourage my family, my wife has brought some ideas to the table, and our kids have even been willing to bring some things to the table. We've sat down and on a little fold-out table, or you can do it on the kitchen table, the countertop, we were building puzzles together as a family. I've got some youngsters that kind of got frustrated and didn't feel like they contributed, but every piece to the puzzle is so valuable. So I don't care if it's one corner or the last piece in the middle, every piece counts, especially in moments like this. And I know that we started with just words of encouragement. We started with a 100 piece, and then we went to a 300 piece, and then now just in the past week, we've built 3 500 piece puzzles. And so that just kind of give you a little bit of incentive, not trying to toot our own horn or anything like that. Other things that we've done, we've gone on walks twice a day. So we try to go in the morning time, and we walk roughly about 3/4 to a mile, roughly depending on which route we go. And then we'll go in the evening times when the sun starts to set, and we'll go the opposite direction on another trail that's in our area. And it's roughly about a mile and a half, if you will. So getting outdoors and breathing that fresh air, maintain that 6 feet for us, though, if you will. Anybody you pass by has been really, really refreshing and eye-opening for us, too. Some other things that you guys may have not ever thought about doing. I know for me, just of recently in this past year or so, I've really stopped and gotten up early in the mornings and just gone outside and just looked up at the stars, the beauty that's been created, and just recognizing, peeping out and checking that sunrise out to the east, looking out west whenever the sun starts to go down, and just checking out the magnificent colors and just all the beauty that this earth has to offer just on a daily basis. Going outside right now with all of this rainfall, the grass is green, the trees are full, the bushes and the flowers are blooming. It's just been an amazing opportunity for me to be able just to share that with my family, that I noticed just roughly about 2 or 3 months ago that I really started to slow down and take those things in, and sharing that with my family. Some other things that we've done that I've encouraged is when you get into those down moments, you really don't know what to say or how to talk, or you don't feel comfortable talking to somebody is a better way to say it. Jot down a journal, write down your date, the day that it is, if you haven't lost track of that by now, and just put down what you're feeling, what you did that day, the highs and the lows. You can discuss that at the dinner table if you don't feel comfortable. Put that in your journal. Also, too, my daughter actually went through and she wrote some inspirational notes, something that I did about a year ago or so, if you will, and just some one-line phrases that says, when there is no sunshine, you be the sunshine. Things like that, too. I've got one that I put down for my son that I had given him at one moment. I said, before you become a hero, you've got to be a zero. So that means in our trying moments, those tests, those trials, and those moments of, will I make it through this? Can I make it through this? At the end, at the top of the mountain, man, that view is so much more beautiful when you have that heroic moment of saying, I did it. I'm here. I conquered this mountain. Nothing could hold me. But so that the elements might have seemed, whether it's rain, sleet, snow, frigid cold weather, that nothing could stop me from getting up there. And it's that continuous motivation. But this also doesn't just come from my heart. This has to be able to spread into the community. This has to be able to go into my family and for them to spread it out. And then for those families to spread it out. And for once we catch this, we hope that this can be the new contagion, if you will, that everybody lends a helping hand to their neighbor if you can at these moments and these times. And just words of inspiration on Facebook, on the TikTok accounts, on whatever else is out there. On your Zoom conferences that you have with the schools and with some of your with the church organizations, and even if it's just, I've heard that some athletic communities are doing like an individual, like a satellite conference, athletic workout type deal, if you will. Getting involved in those, just seeing a face-to-face interaction, even though right now we're not face-to-face, seeing somebody else's face in a time like this can really make the difference. Text message means a lot, it really does, but seeing someone's face, the facial expressions. A young man that I overheard the other day, that was walking by on our 6-foot rule, he had mentioned actions speak louder than words. Right now, we're 6 feet apart, we're waving down, we're smiling at everybody, and we're waving, hey guys, good to see you. Hope you guys are staying healthy, hope everybody's doing good. And just, man, the smile goes a million miles. But guys, I just want to, lastly, I know this has been a little bit longer than I had anticipated or expected it to. Lastly, I just encourage each other right now, whatever Facebook post that you're putting out there, try to stay away from the numbers if you can, and really just try to hone in on whatever sort of inspirational message that you can share, whether you heard it already and you're just reposting, or if it's just something that comes to you and you just feel, man, this is bold, this is magnificent, this could make somebody become courageous or bring that courageous attribute out of their soul and their being and spread that into somebody else. man, it can really, really make a difference in these times. So guys, keep your head up. I know I've heard some comments from some friends and some family members saying, I just wish, and what do I miss the most? And it's this, and what if? Guys, it's all in perspective. Keep your head up. Keep looking forward, and if you have to, close those eyes just for a brief moment and imagine you're on that beach, that beautiful sunset, because when this is all said and done, just know exactly where we can go from here. We got the whole future and opportunity ahead of us right now. Just take one day at a time. I encourage you, be strong, be bold, be beautiful, and be courageous.